This is an $80,000 robot that will make your coffee better than most baristas and draw your face on it.
That's me right there. Yo.
This is the world's first $300,000 flying car. Whoa. This is a $25,000 AI massage robot. Whoa. And this guy is about to do a backflip.
I am not sure why this guy just did a backflip. I guess that's AI. AI backflip human, because everything has been AI, I guess.
I just got back from CES 2025, and after walking about 7 miles a day for 4 days and being in the middle of over 140,000 people, I have put together something special.
What's up, guys? It's Darman. I'm with Wale over here at CES. This guy creates amazing tech content, so make sure you check it out.
In this video, I'm breaking down the 9 most insane pieces of tech I found at CES 2025. I got to experience a lot of futuristic things and people, including an AI microwave that's smarter than my phone and a robot that connects with you emotionally. Spoiler alert, everything has AI in it. On number 9 is this AI massage robot that costs $25,000. Looking at it, it wants to replace human and give professional massages. I mean, never in my lifetime did I think an AI or a robot is going to be giving massages one day. You know, it's just one of those things that I'm not ready for, but it's here. And at the end of the day, it looks like we have to adapt to it. I can imagine myself going to a massage palace with a robot that knows exactly the pressure that I want, that does it perfectly. I mean, I didn't get to experience it, but that's just what I can think in my head, right? You know, it knows exactly my pressure level, it knows where my body hurts, and all that good stuff. Like, I think that's actually a cool experience. And now to think of it, I might be interested in trying it one day. On number 8, we have this LG transparent TV. At first, I was like, why do I need my TV to be transparent? I guess I'm getting old school, right? But first, let's talk about the details. So it's a 77-inch OLED T-A screen technology, and you can pretty much see through your space. So imagine you live in a luxury home and you place this transparent TV, right? Whereby you can see the TV in the middle of wherever you place it at, but you can also see the back of the TV. So it's more like, it's very transparent. It's more like a see-through. One thing that is exciting about it is it comes with Wi-Fi 7 with a hub, and it wirelessly connects your HDMI. So for example, if you're looking to plug your Apple TV or PlayStation 5, for example, you can plug it to the hub, and the hub will wirelessly transmit it to the TV. One thing we have to talk about is this thing costs $60,000. I mean, who's gonna afford it? I can't afford it, but I would definitely love to see it in, you know, somebody's home. So if you have a nice space and $60,000, this is a cool concept. I do think it's one of those things where you wait for them to, you know, release a couple other versions of it. Maybe in the next 4 or 5 years, it might go from $60,000 to $30,000 as the technology in it, you know, drastically becomes cheaper to make. Right now, I know it's a concept. It's actual product that's out, but it's still a concept. And buying it for $60,000, I want to know you if you can afford this thing. I want to be your friend. And on number 7 is the Sony Honda Afeela 1. When I first saw Sony making the car, I was like, whoa, that's kind of interesting. But then I actually found out that it was Sony and Honda that partnered together and came up with a new brand. So this is an EV car, you know, with a sleek design. The dashboard is very nice, I'm not gonna lie. I drive a Tesla Model Y, and me seeing this dashboard of this Sony car, I was like, whoa, this is really dope. So it promises a 300 miles range, which I don't believe it, because this car has screens all over it, right? Like the dashboard is full of a big screen, and then the back has a lot of screens as well. So it promising 300 miles with the screens on and everything. I don't believe it. I think it might be like 200 miles. That's just my own opinion. It also comes standard NACS charging port, so which means that you can take, you know, the Sony Afeela car to the Tesla charging stations. It also has advanced autonomous system. The noise cancellation, I heard, is very, very good. I wasn't able to enter the car because I didn't put a reserve on it, I believe. You know, only people that put a reserve were able to enter the car, something like that. But pretty much, this Sony Honda Afeela 1 is coming out in 2026. It is going to be the first EV car from Sony Honda that's coming out. And I have a simple rule when I'm buying a lot of, like, you know, stuff like this. I will never buy the first one, because you're more or less like the dummy test, right? That's just the way I look at it, and it's $90,000, and that's just for the base, right? They have the other version that's like I think around $20,000, somewhere around that. So it is something very expensive, and it being the first one, meaning that it's gonna be a lot of errors, and you do not want to be one of the first people that they're gonna use as a dummy test, and you're gonna end up spending a lot more fixing the car and all that stuff. And while we're talking about cars, let's get to number 6, and this is the Hisense laser projection in cars. So they designed this car with a bunch of laser projections. At first, when I saw the car design, I thought Hisense was making some kind of futuristic car that has no wheels or something, right? But I got to talk to the salespeople, and I found out that they make the projections in the car, which are really, really cool, right? For example, there's a side and rear window projection. So imagine you're sitting in your car and you're able to look at the window and watch a movie or whatever you want to watch, right? Like, I think that's pretty dope. There's also holographic AR HUD, which is going to transform windshield into holographic screen to display vehicle data. That's pretty dope. I would say that's something I'm actually excited to see it in cars. I know Hisense don't make the cars themselves, but they want to make the projection technology that these cars are going to have. So definitely, I would love to see it in cars very soon. Number 5 is the TCL AI Me. And this is when things started getting weird. It started getting a little uncomfortable, but at the same time, it's a genius concept. It's one of those things where like you're just in between, like I love it, but it's a little weird. And that is TCL AI Me, which is a companion robot. I mean, this robot can foster deep emotional connections, meaning that if, for example, your baby is crying, this robot can, figure out why your baby is crying and console your baby in a way like, maybe make a song or something, right? That's gonna make your baby stop crying. I mean, there are a lot of things that this AI companion can do. It can also control appliances, and it can have conversations with you. I can see it being used for maybe people that don't want to have kids, right? They can get a companion and talk to it, right? And the companion is like still doing things for them, is walking around and all this crazy stuff, right? Also, it could be a companion for kids to talk to. On the other side, these are some cool things that I did, see that I really liked in it. It can record memory, right? So, if you and your daughter are playing around, it automatically just records random memory, and then it's gonna play back into a video that you can watch later time. So like, I think that part is really cool. It can also talk like a baby. A little weird for me, but I guess, if you like it, you like it. Also, it can blink. Like, this is emulating real human. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just think it's crazy. It can also monitor your home in the night. And this last part, you can dress it up. I remember back in the days, like girls used to play with dolls, baby dolls. Now it's gonna be a baby doll that's talking, that's consoling the babies. Will kids want to talk to parents anymore? I don't know, but I'm a little weird and somewhere in the middle for this one. I think it's a cool concept, but it's gonna be something that we're gonna have to adapt to it, and also we have to look at like what are the security risks, security concerns around these AI robots. Those are just like the things that's coming up in my head as I'm talking about this. But definitely, it's futuristic. If you thought an AI companion robot was weird, then let me tell you about this number 4. So this one is a Robo ice cream. I mean, imagine a robot making your ice cream. People liked it because I asked a couple of people what they thought about it, and they were like,
Yeah, it's just like a good ice cream. You'll not be able to tell.
So pretty much it makes ice cream in 2 different flavors and 6 toppings. It's like a vending machine that can be placed anywhere, and it does what it does. It makes ice cream for you. Simple like that. Okay, so things are starting to get a little interesting, scary, nervous moment. Something you might want to try but don't want to try. You just want to watch from afar, but at the same time it will cool to experience. And I think you have an idea of what I'm talking about. This takes me to number 3, right? This is like my 3rd most interesting thing. This is a flying car with a carrier. Wait, it costs $300,000. So you're not just buying a flying car itself, it's actually a 2-in-1. So it comes with a van, and with the van, you can charge it inside of it up to 6 times, right? So what you do is you're gonna drive the van to the location where you wanna fly, and then you're gonna press a button. It's gonna automatically undock it, and then you enter it. You can fly for, I believe, about 25 minutes, and then you land back. It automatically docks itself back, and you can charge it up to 6 times from a single charge of the van. So it's a cool concept. Very, very, very pricey. It's one of those things that I don't think I'm gonna enter it. I'm gonna watch people enter it and enjoy it, and maybe in the next 5, 7, 10 years, I might be comfortable, when the tech has been perfected. You know what I'm saying? When they have like multiple versions of it. It is just one of those, things that when you have FU money, you can enjoy it well. If you can afford this flying car, call me. I'm gonna put my number somewhere here. Call me, I wanna be your friend. And number 2, it's a coffee robot. This thing is the future. I mean, the future is here actually, because this robot can actually make coffee for you. And what I like about it is that it puts a spin to coffee. It's gonna draw your face, right? It's a cool concept because it's more than just a coffee maker. Because when you look at it, like, making coffee is easily replaceable, but adding the ability to actually draw somebody's face, it can create a lot of memories. And the best part about this robot coffee maker is that it can clean itself. Like, it's so dope. Oh yeah, lastly, it costs $80,000. I do not think this thing was designed for you to put in your house and be and have an $80,000 machine making coffee for you. Definitely I can sit at Starbucks or like PJ Coffee, somewhere in the future, right? On number 1, we have this LG AI microwave. What I looked at is, what is that one thing that's practical, that solves problems, that is available right now or in the near future? And looking at everything on the list and also all the other tech devices, it was this LG AI microwave, because I know a lot of people that make food content and they struggle with the cameras and stuff, but looking at this AI microwave, it actually has a camera built into it, and it can record you while you're cooking the food and all that good stuff, right? And aside from that, it also has intelligent cooking sensor. In the demonstration, they had a pizza in the microwave, and the microwave was able to detect what was inside of the microwave, that okay, there was a pizza in here, and it knew the exact temperature and how long it's going to take it to heat up. I feel like that's very innovative, and that's something that's very practical. I can imagine myself warming up food and quickly watching a video while I'm watching up food, or like listening to music or checking out galleries and all that stuff. And while we're talking about galleries, you can also share photos and videos to social media platforms. Also, you can watch TV and tutorials while cooking. I mean, this is so futuristic, but it's coming to the market in 2026. So like, that feature is literally here. And that's why I made this LG microwave my number 1 tech from CES 2025 that I saw. After spending 4 days and walking over 28 miles at CES 2025, one thing is crystal clear. We're living in an era where sci-fi is becoming reality. From robots that can make your coffee and give you massages, to TVs you can see through and cars that actually fly, the future isn't some distant dream anymore. It's right here. Thanks for exploring the future with me, and I'll see you in the next one.